Hi guys, just wanted to let you know you don't have to watch the movie in order to listen to the show. There won't be any spoilers because they haven't seen the movie. All they've done is watch the trailer, which is all you have to do. Or don't, doesn't matter. You can still listen and laugh. Okay, that's all. Enjoy the show.
Are you listening?
Welcome to the Real and Real Pod. My name is David, and I'm here with my co-host, Marcy.
Hi.
Right up top, guys, just want to let you know that if you hear like a tiny humming sound in the background, it's because it's a fan, because it's hot in here, and the air conditioning unit is broke in this building that we record in. And
It does its own thing.
Yeah, it does its own thing. Do me a favor, just listen to us in your car or on speakers and not headphones, and you won't even hear it. There you go. Simple as that.
Problem solved.
There we go. You know, help us out. We're melting. Anyway. Moving on. So, have you ever watched a movie and thought to yourself, hey, what if this happened in real life? That's what this show's about.
Yep, we came up with a few points pertaining to this question.
And the question is,
what if everyone was a genetically enhanced super soldier based off the movie Hobbs and Shaw?
Luke Hobbs and Deckard Shaw. We've got unfinished business. Shaw's sister took something from me.
Ever since hulking lawman Hobbs, a loyal agent of America's diplomatic security service, and lawless outcast Shaw, a former British military elite operative, first faced off in 2015's Furious 7, the duo have swapped smack talk and body blows as they've tried to take each other down. But when cybergenetically enhanced anarchist Brixton, horrible name, gains control of an insidious bio-threat that could alter humanity forever, and best a brilliant and fearless rogue MI6 agent who just happens to be Shaw's sister, these two sworn enemies will have to partner up to bring down the only guy who might be better than themselves. It's the Black Superman. So, do you want to see this movie?
I kind of do. I mean, it's one of those movies that is just like senseless action in a sense, but I'd like to see, like, from the trailer, there's certain pieces that I'd like to see worked into the movie. Like, how do they manage that? How does Idris Elba and his genetically modified self, like, not die? What is this virus? So there's a few aspects that I'm curious as to, but I mean, I wouldn't be mad if I missed it. What about you? Do you want to see it?
I do want to see it. I don't want to pay for it. I will not be paying for it because at the time of this recording, I have passes. So by the time you guys hear this, I would have already seen it. And hopefully I like it. Hopefully I have a fun time. I really like Idris Elba. The Rock is cool, and Jason Statham is cool. But I really like Idris Elba.
So three cool people.
He's awesome. But yeah, I think it'll be a fun time. So why not? It'll be a departure from the regular Fast and Furious. So why not? I'm seeing different people. I'm cool with that.
Yep.
Anyway, moving on. Ladies first. What if everyone was a genetically altered super soldier?
My first point is that there's brains over brawn schooling.
Isn't that now?
Well, okay, so it's more enforced now.
Is it not enforced before?
Right, but there's no sports scholarships.
I was
There's
gonna say,
no,
are people at school right now who punches people? You get an A. Like, thank you.
Thank you, my quality.
Yes.
My technique was flawless, wasn't it?
Yep, perfect. I didn't know you were so good in science.
Okay, so since everyone's a super soldier, they're usually mostly competing on like the strength and everything, and so everything in day-to-day life becomes very how strong are you based off of, or something like that. Like, it's like everything is based off that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, and then so because everything is shifting towards that, school is like, no. I don't care how strong you are. If you ain't smart, you ain't making it in this world.
Why aren't you? If the rest of the world you're saying has shifted to the strong stuff, so
because
wouldn't
you still need
make
to be
it?
smart.
But do you? It's kind of like when you're in school and they tell you that you need the math, but you don't use the math.
Valid.
So if you're saying that we transition to just strength people, how, I'm saying we're transitioning to a society where strength is important. That's what you're saying,
right?
So why would school not copy society?
Because a lot of the jobs that are used, like that use brains, or like that use your brain, or like accounting or mechanics.
We can punch those numbers.
Oh my God! Let's just 7, 32.
Yes, exactly. That'll work out perfectly.
No, that's not how punching numbers works.
They say it all the time.
You know
I
what?
gotta punch these numbers tonight.
I mean, because they're punching it into a calculator. They're gonna break so many calculators if they do that.
They probably
unless
are.
they make an industrial
They
one
make
that's
a,
like huge and it's the size of your fist as the button.
Yes, like a punching bag calculator. 2, 2, 5, 2, 2. You know? There you go. Bam, bam, bam. So yeah, why would they teach you learnage?
So like jobs like engineering,
Learnage.
like learnage. Yeah. I wasn't gonna say anything.
Learnage. You should have. So yeah, continue.
So jobs like
The high-paying jobs.
yes, are not brawn related. They don't have anything to do with sports.
Unless they let you be brawn related.
No.
I'm a lawyer who punches down the defense.
Are you guilty? No. Lies.
That would be so funny. But okay, I get what you're saying.
But yeah, so like things like just simple things like a janitor. You don't have to be super buff and strong for that one. At a school, you don't.
Punch away those toilets.
Oh, you
These
go break
are
the toilet.
disgusting.
Just punch the water and it suctions everything down.
Yeah.
That's gross. Your hand is touching dirty water.
You'd have gloves on. Do you not have gloves when you clean your toilet?
I mean, I do.
I didn't know you were
so-
going straight up in there.
No.
You're just nasty. You're disgusting. You're so nasty.
No. I use like nice gloves that go all the way up to my elbows, and I just scrub, and I put the Lysol, and I let it sit, do its thing, and take the little brush and scrub, and then I add a little tablet to the toilet to let it do its own little thing. Then I scrub again, then I flush everything, and we're good. And then I take a wipe and I wipe everything down.
I don't do any of that. I use that scrub thing. I scrub a little bit, throw some little liquid in there, scrub. That's done. It's done. Flush the toilet. We did it. I don't need all this extra stuff. It's not a hotel. It's my house
Right.
or a school. They gonna pee on it anyway.
Oh no,
Kids
school,
can't
they
aim.
don't do anything.
Cause they know kids just can't aim. They just be shooting everywhere.
It's gross.
It's like it's weird. It seems
I've
like that's one of the
used-
things you should teach kids how to aim.
Right. Why is the girls' bathroom usually worse than the boys' bathroom? though?
Because girls are scared to sit on the toilet, so they hover, so they don't aim.
it's still gross. Either way, like
There you go. It's nasty. You want to sit on the toilet? They should make those little sheet things.
they do make toilet sheet covers.
Hold on.
It's just, does anybody use them? No.
You know what? You got to make it more easier to use.
You go flop, and the thing falls down, and it's
No,
in the-
easier. Like they don't have to do anything. Like as they're sitting down, one slides
goes
out.
whoop.
Yeah, and covers the thing, and you can visually see it. People have to visually see that the thing is clean and covered.
So it's like a saran wrap, but with paper
Pretty much.
to coat, to like.
Coat the toilet.
And cover-
Also, I think a good clean floor entices people to sit down. If your floor is nasty looking, no one wants to sit down on the toilet. They assume
No.
the floor has somehow gotten on top of it.
No, they figure whatever happened on the floor happened on the top of the toilet too.
Worst toilet experience? Well, one of the worst toilet experiences that I had. So I was at a car dealership.
Oh.
And I was with my dad. We were looking at some car. I don't know which one we're getting. But I was like, I got to go to the bathroom. He was like, I just went in there. I don't know if you want to go in there. It's, the lights are out and the floor is, splashy. And I was
Ew,
like,
what? No.
Wait, what? And I thought he was joking because he jokes a lot. So I go into the I open up, the door's open and I can't really see anything. And I reach for the light. The light's not on. I'm like, okay. So
wasn't
I guess you weren't lying about the light. So I was like, okay, whatever. I step in. It's like splash, splash. And I'm like,
No, that's so gross.
so nasty. I don't know if I wear those shoes again. And you know how I am about my shoes.
Yeah, I know how you are about your shoes.
So-
So you were probably just like, nah, these.
Yeah, I was like, these are
cursed.
ruined. Yep.
These are ruined.
Can't use these shoes anymore.
Oh, my
I think they're
God.
probably now, I think they're yard shoes where I just use them in the yard.
Yeah.
I don't wear them anywhere else because I don't know if that's
Right.
toilet water. I'm just stepped in. Or
Yep.
pee because people weren't aiming. Because he said make sure you get a look at the toilet where it is before you close the door. So, like when you pee, you don't know where the toilet is. You hear, you're like, there it is. So people, I think, were just
Oh,
missing it.
that's terrible.
Yep. And this at a dealership. That's weird, right?
That is the worst part. 'Cause
Yeah.
The car, was it like a big name dealership?
It was, we don't go to these rinky-dinky ones. We go to like a,
Oh, like Dodge and all of them.
Dodge,
Okay.
Chevy, those.
Oh.
Now, it was those to slander them. I'm just saying it was one
No,
of
it
those.
was something of that nature.
Yeah, of
it
that
was
nature.
a big brand.
Yeah.
Has the name outside,
Yeah.
not Bob's Car Shop.
Yeah. Then I would expect Bob to not care about the bathroom.
And you want to know
These
something?
people,
I've gotten into ones that are like that, and their bathrooms are the cleanest things I have ever seen.
maybe that's what they got to be like, we got to do something to stick out. We got good bathrooms.
It's like, hey, might not get a car, but our bathroom's clean.
Pretty much. Come pee
All
here.
right, so what's your first point?
Okay. Pepper spray rocket launchers installed in neighborhoods.
Okay.
Okay, here's why. Neighbors already get a little bit testy with each other, okay?
Oh, no.
You know? So imagine this with super strength. You know, they're a genetically altered soldier. They're ready to just go out and knock somebody in the face.
Boy.
I told you that your branches were over on my lawn, and you know your leaves keep falling on my yard, and you know
This
stuff
is
like
when
that.
you just break off the branches and deal with it that way.
Exactly, and then they'd be like, "You broke off my branches."
But it was
my
on my
great
property.
grandma gave me those branches, and
On my
then
property.
they like bust down there, they kick down their like gate or something like that. And they're like, "How dare you?" Then they kick down their mailbox, and they're like, "How dare you?" Then they punch a hole in their house or something. But anyway,
Wow.
so then to stop this, you have the Association for the Neighborhood. What are those things called? HOJs?
HOA.
HOA? What's that?
Homeowners Association.
Them, which I don't pay for that. But anyway,
It's stupid. I pay for it and they do nothing.
I don't understand them.
No, like I understand like some communities, like some subdivisions, they have them and it's like they have a community center within the subdivision and it's like perfect because everything is like there's a pool or there's like a house that everybody can go into and just like have like parties or something.
No.
Either that or like they keep up with the front of the subdivision, like
No.
make it planted and they like do the
If
every
I'm paying for that, I
season-
need you to mow my lawn.
No, that's not what they do.
That's what you need to do. Why am I
Make
paying?
sure it
What if
stays
I
nice.
never use that thing, like the pool? Like I never go to the pool in my neighborhood. That's why we don't pay for it. Because I don't go to the pool. I'm never going to go to the pool. I would go to the tennis court if they kept it up, but they don't. So why would
Because
I?
you have no HOAs.
We do.
You do.
That's the thing.
Then why don't you pay them?
Because I don't have to.
Oh. I know.
So they do have them where they do some. If you want to use those facilities, you do pay for it. That's
Right.
what it is.
Oh, okay.
So it's optional in there. It's not a mandatory one. So I'm like, I'm not going to use them because I don't care about going to the pool and I don't care about, I mean, the tennis court is nasty. So you got to fix one for me to care about it. And so
Makes sense.
if I'm going to pay, I need you to do something more than upkeep two things that I'm not going to use. Do something that affects my house, like mow my lawn. Okay. That's as simple as you can do. Mow my lawn. If everyone has short lawns, I wouldn't think that would be a problem. Like
No.
the little small lawns in front.
Yeah.
They should add that in there.
I
But I
think
understand
they're-
if it's the large, you know, like we're
Like
not
my
gonna.
yard, yeah, no.
Yeah, we're not gonna mow your.
Full front yard.
Yeah. Well, your yard's not big.
My front yard is huge. My backyard is not.
Did you move?
No.
Then no, your front yard is not huge. I can show you some houses
I've
where it
seen
looks
some
like
huge
a
front
ranch.
Yes.
I'm like, that's a house I'm not mowing. That makes sense. It's like we'll do everybody's house except Mr. Johnson's.
Except
No.
for you, Mr.
Yeah,
Johnson.
no,
That's
no.
a little much.
Too much. You have
You have
cows grazing. Okay, we can't do that. That's too much. The fact that you have enough space for a horse, we can't cover that.
we can't touch that.
Exactly. So yeah, that's what I don't understand though. But anyway, so you have people fighting, and you have that. You know, you have people who have hostility between their neighbors, Dennis the Menace and whatnot. So in order to calm them down, you don't want to step in there and fight along with them. That will cause more drama. You could call the police, but that could also cause more drama and more problems. You have tiny little rocket launchers that have pepper spray in them to disperse it.
And they
so
just
then
go
they
pew, pew,
they
pew.
they target. They look on the little. They have cameras around the neighborhoods,
Oh,
right?
boy.
And they're watching. They're like, oh, we got some problems. Oh, Mrs. Jenkins stepped into Mrs. Loren's backyard again, and she has her dog pooping in her yard. They were going to get in a fight, so they send off the rocket. It goes over and it explodes with pepper spray. And she's like, ah! And then it deters people from doing bad things or getting into fights and stuff like that. Well, bam, bam.
Okay.
Shazam.
Wow. Thank you, ma'am.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep.
Wow, that's a lot of
Yeah.
scared people. They won't go outside at all.
It's not scared. It's deterring rudeness, pretty much. If let's say you
what
have
do
somebody,
do if you have kids, like kids in the neighborhood that like
you better teach them kids not to
like
do
what?
that.
Okay, so you remember like Haunted Mansion, like the cartoon, not Haunted Mansion, Haunted House or whatever it is, the house that came alive or whatever it is.
It wasn't Haunted
Monster
Mansion?
House. Monster House.
Monster House. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Haunted
remember that.
Mansion. I was like,
good
that's
movie.
That was with Jim Carrey. No.
No, that's with Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Those are two different
people.
Two different, completely different.
Very different people. One's black, one's white.
Yeah,
One's
that's
got
a
a lot
big
of hair, one's got none.
difference. Yeah, big difference. One's Canadian.
One is not.
Yeah, it's American.
Yes. What was I saying?
You're talking
Anyway,
about Jim
okay.
Carrey and your love
No,
for
no. So a Monster House. Okay, so in that one, if anything went into that guy's yard, he would just be a complete butthole and wouldn't give it back, right? So would he get sprayed all the time?
Yes. Can't be a jerk.
Okay.
But also, wait, it's front yard or backyard?
it was front yard.
Front yard. Also,
If it touched his yard at all, he's like, it's mine now.
I don't see why they couldn't go get him really quickly. Like, he's not fast enough.
Oh, no, he was just scary or something like that.
He's scary. Okay, that's the difference. Those kids are punks. You should be like strong enough to run over to his yard real quick, grab it. I understand if it was like the Sandlot where the thing went over the backyard.
Oh, like
and
with
there's
the
a
dog,
dog. That's different. This is the front yard. Run and go get your thing, and then run away. If you would take your time and they come out and grab it, that's on you. You lost your moment, okay? But it's the front yard. Go get your stuff, okay? He can't have a whole yard full of junk in the front yard. He has to grab it, and he's not that fast.
Okay,
So-
question. What about those people that like have their yard and they're just like complete messes? Like they've got cars parked in it. They've got like junk piled all around the house.
That has nothing to do with fighting.
But it detracts from the neighborhood. So would they get
does.
sprayed?
No,
Every time they come out?
This is not about you upkeeping. This is all about violence
Okay.
and controlling that. Because we
Okay.
have neighbors that snip at each other. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's what the whole issue is. Shh! I'm recording the thing. Okay, shh! I gotta record this thing. Hey guys, so I know what you're thinking. I love the show, but how can I convey how much I adore it? That's easy. Just head over to patreon.com/realandrealpod. That's ReelInRealPod. You can donate $1 to show your support. You'll get some cool stuff in return. It's a thank you from us. You even get a shout out on the show. But what if you don't have an extra dollar? And what if you don't love us enough to steal from your great grandma while she's sleeping? Well, you can go to iTunes and give us a rating. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, or just tell all of your neighbors, friends, enemies, and that one weird guy down the street about the show. We appreciate any support. If you're a company that wants us to advertise your product, you can contact us at realandrealpod@gmail.com. Okay, that's it. Enjoy the rest of the show. What's your second point?
My second point is extreme sports. Plain and simple.
Seems normal. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Because everyone's genetically enhanced, so soccer is not soccer anymore. It's kind of boring just watching people just kick around the ball. So you got to add some like fun elements in there and make it extreme. So like the goalpost is like 6 feet in the air.
There is no goalpost in soccer.
Not goalpost. That's the wrong
I'm like,
thing.
did you mix sports?
The goal.
I'm like, so are the soccer balls going through the football?
No, yeah,
goalpost?
that's what I realized. I was like, think that's the wrong thing. Pretty sure that's like the little fork.
You're that
in
person
there.
who's at a soccer game and goes touchdown. And you're like, no,
No, that's not what that is.
This is the wrong thing.
Wrong
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Or home run, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, nope, wrong
No,
thing. Wrong
it's not
thing.
it. It's
Yep.
not it.
Okay, so more extreme sports.
Right, so like soccer, their goals with their goalies are like 6 to 8 feet in the air, and they're chilling up there on a platform.
Oh, like Quidditch.
Yes, but Quidditch, everything else is played in the air. Nah, it's just the goals.
No, I just mean as in the elevated portion of the goal.
Oh, then yeah.
That-
Isn't Quidditch like that.
It's Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. That would be cool now.
It would.
They could technically do it now.
Technically, they could.
And actually, I want to say they probably score more goals. The reason I say this is because a lot of people, when they do kick the ball, it elevates because you're trying to get it far, but it's hard to keep it low. So you have to be, if you're further away from the goal. If it's high up, you might have a better chance of hitting it because you just kick and it flies up to the goal.
Oh, what if it's like a little whoop, whoop?
Oh,
whoop,
it goes
whoop?
up and down?
Yeah, movie thing. I couldn't think of it. As I'm doing my
No,
hand,
whoop,
I'm like,
whoop, and I'm
everybody can see
everyone
it.
can see that. Whoop, whoop. But yeah, up and
But like
down.
it goes up and down, side to side, like it's just, ooh, I feel bad for
That
that
would
goalie.
be awesome.
Feel bad for that goalie.
You know what,
He
the
better
goalie
not get
would-
motion sick.
The goalie would be locked in probably. And I'm saying, I don't think it'll go that fast. It'd be sliding from side to side and going up and down, but it'd be in a calm,
Oh, just like tick, 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 tick. I'm all the way up and tick, 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 tick.
Oh, no, I
tick,
meant
tick,
fluid
tick, all the
motion.
way down. Oh, well, yeah.
like
but
it's just
that's-
like slide and slide side to side and then go loop and up and down. It's just a flow, but it's hard to, when you're running fast and you're like, okay,
Right.
where's the goal?
Like,
And you look down
ah.
because when you're running towards the goal, you usually look down at the ball real quick and then you look up, look around, and you know where the goal is going to be. And this one, if by the time you look down, look back up, it might be like a skew
in the
somewhere
corner
else.
somewhere
and
when
you're
you
like,
thought it was at the bottom.
yeah, it's like, okay, now I got to readjust. So that would be so much fun. They should do that now. That should be in video games. They should put that in FIFA. If it's not already in FIFA, it should be in
That's
FIFA.
pretty cool.
That'd be awesome.
I think
So
a
much
lot
fun.
of people would be stressed out from that, but yeah.
No, they would have so much fun. It'd be fun because you put it in the side. They have side games.
Oh, yeah.
So you have the regular games. You have the side games. That'd be really cool.
Yep.
Okay, so what's football then? If that goal's up, then what's football?
Football, it would be that.
Okay, while you're thinking, I'm gonna say basketball. Did you ever see? It was basketball, but they had trampolines on the floor.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
That.
That's what I was thinking for basketball.
They just bring that back.
Yeah, just
and make
put
the court
trampolines
bigger.
everywhere.
Because the court is too small. You make the court a lot bigger.
Add
And there you go.
trampolines. Bam.
Add trampolines. Bam. There you go. Extreme. Mm-hmm. That'd be awesome.
It would.
Oh my gosh, I love that game.
Okay, football.
I don't know what you could do. I really don't. I don't know how
You know
you make
what?
it more extreme.
You know what? You make it water football.
I don't know what that means. In
They're
the water?
In water.
That's not fun. For who?
No.
It's not fun at all.
Yeah.
I don't like that one.
Okay, fine. No water.
Football's going extinct anyway. Yeah, you heard it here first, guys. I'm calling it now. In about 40 years.
40 years.
It's going to take some time. 40 years, football will be the third most popular sport in America.
Behind what?
Soccer and baseball.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Basketball and soccer.
Ooh, baseball. Baseball will have rubber bats.
How will that be fun? I mean, extreme.
So they're like wiggle bats, and you got to figure out how to like work with the wiggle
How
bat.
does that make it extreme?
I don't know. You got wiggle bats, and then you have explosive balls. So if you hit them, like after, okay, you know, like Uno attack after so many like throws, after so many times you push the button on the Uno, it like spits out all the cards at you.
I recall.
Okay, so the baseball would be like that, and after so many throws, it just go poof.
Okay, but what
So it's
happens
like hot
in
potato.
that? What happens in that case?
Whoever has the ball go poof on them. It's not going to be an explosion like they die. They just get,
Okay,
like,
but what
colored-
does that mean?
covered in
the
color.
game? That's my question.
Oh, that means that person's out.
What if they're an outfielder?
Then they're out. They can't play the game anymore. Like for that day.
What? So you put somebody else in?
No.
So they just play with a person down?
Yeah. It's like hot potato. Whoever touches
I don't
the
know how
ball.
this makes this extreme either.
It's like hot potatoes.
I'm gonna
so they
move
can't, like,
on.
Oh, you
This
know what?
is-
Fine. Go ahead.
this is,
Go ahead. Apparently I don't know a lot about sports. You know
don't.
what? For swimming, you just add what are those things that what is it?
I
They're
don't know what you're trying to grab at. I don't know. It's very suction cuppy. I don't know what you're doing.
Oh my gosh. Fish.
You add fish?
Well, what is the fish? You'd add piranhas.
But piranhas don't attack people like that. That's movie stuff.
Piranhas go after the smell of blood.
So you're saying you cut people?
No. You're saying you drop like 3 drops of blood in the water.
But they don't go after that blood.
Chlorine. No, they're going after whatever goes in. So it's like, all right, ready? Go!
Okay.
I don't know.
I also don't know if that's true necessarily. I gotta look that up.
Yeah. Anyway, what's your second point?
Speaking of sports, my second point is all sports will be banned from school. So it's the opposite of yours.
That makes sense.
I think it'd be too rough for kids.
I didn't
kids,
say they were in school though.
I mean, it's part of life.
True.
But I think it'd be too rough for kids. Kids would just play too hard. Even with it like tennis, you're like, oh, that's not contact. They can hit the ball so hard it smacks into somebody's head, gives them a concussion. You never know. Although I feel like if you're hitting it that hard,
Your racket's gonna.
your racket's gonna go through it.
It's gonna die.
Yeah, because what was it? Oh, Spider-Man. Someone made a video. I think it's Mr. Sunday Movies. Anyway, he made a YouTube video called "Everyone Knows Who Spider-Man Is," and it's a video and it shows how many people know who he is. He threw a football at a goalpost, and the goalpost bent. And I was like, "Oh, that's humorous," but also that wouldn't work. The ball would just explode.
Right.
It wouldn't bend a post.
I mean, there would be some contact in like problem.
Like a smudge.
A smudge, maybe
But
a little.
if you're throwing something
dent,
that
it'd be a dent, not a
no,
bend.
I don't think it'd be a dent at all. I think the ball would just. If a ball can hit a post and bend it that hard, the ball would have disintegrated on the way there. You're throwing it too hard.
I mean, no, I'm saying that the ball would still explode. It's just it hits it and it leaves a dent.
See, I don't think you can throw it. I don't think it's that hard.
I mean, it doesn't take a lot to like for me to dent a car. I can throw a football at a car.
I want to say a pole is made out of stronger stuff than a car.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Cars are nothing.
True.
Like back in the day when cars were actually metal.
Valid.
Now they're flimsy aluminum or whatever the heck they are.
True.
They're made out of nothing.
Yeah.
So they're made that way because they want them to crush and then, to suck in and stuff like that. That's why if that was the case, then people who do kick field goals and it hits the goalpost, it would make a dent every single freaking time. Because you can make a dent on a car with a ball.
Yeah.
So, and the goalpost just bounces off and flicks around.
It's like,
the ball would have hit the goalpost and just split in two or exploded. and then left a little mark on it, because I've seen it happen before. Like if you hit a ball hard enough, like a baseball, I have seen it hit in a stadium where it makes a dent in the actual stadium and the ball. But if you're throwing a football that hard, it's just going to explode.
Well, yeah, football is the air, whereas a baseball has
It's like stuff all the way
stuff
through.
in it.
Yeah. So
that makes more sense.
Yeah, because there's air and there's nothing.
It's air and lining. That's
Pretty
it.
much. But yeah, I think there'll be no sports because kids play too rough anyway. So you don't want. We're already talking about concussions and all this other
Let's
stuff.
not do that.
They're not
Let's
going to
not
do
do
that.
that.
So that's my
Would they
second
still get
point.
concussions though with being genetically modified and whatnot? Because they're super soldiers.
That means you run harder and hit harder. It doesn't mean your brain's harder.
No, but it means it's harder to hurt you.
Not your brain. It's not how it works. It's hard to hurt you maybe physically on your arm, but when I hit you, what causes concussion is that your brain still moves and the rest of your body stops. So it's good. They'll probably get more concussions faster.
The shockwave of your brain.
Yeah, it might get faster because I hit you even harder, so your brain's just like a pinball. What's going on out there?
That's the brain. Just
like,
and then you're just like, oh, my head hurts. And your brain's like, I'm trying to slow down. Just give me a second.
They'll have to inject your head with like liquid fluid to like capsulate your brain or something. It'd be ridiculous. Which I feel like that's what's going to happen in the future. In order to prevent people from getting concussions, just some type of gel to shove into your brain.
Yeah, but then you got to think about like how fast does that wear off? Because if you get hit anyway and like your brain starts to swell and there's not enough room in there,
I think the gel expands.
Expands into where? There's only so much room in your skull. Does it expand down your throat? Like
there we go.
Okay. Like as the brain expands,
the
gel just like gets absorbed in your
like,
hair,
bah!
just like has gel just like slooping off of it through your pores.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait, why does your brain expand?
Trauma,
Why would you have trauma?
like a concussion. but you
Again,
let it
I'm
go
saying
too
the
bad.
gel goes into your
Right.
head. The gel absorbs that. Why would your brain get?
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I was like, the future will be they're injecting your head with some type of gel. It coats your whole brain. So when you do get hit, it just that gel takes all the shock.
So it just does like a Jello, like
Exactly, just like Jello, as if your brain was in Jello. That's what I assume the future is. I don't know if that's right. It sounds crazy probably to people. I'm sorry. Anyway, what is your last point?
My last point is explosive viruses.
I don't know why I thought you were about to say diarrhea. But anyway, continue.
Oh no.
Why explosive viruses?
Explosive viruses, because if we're all super soldiers, and I was thinking if all of us are super soldiers, that there's like a way for us, like we've become like so not indestructible, but like immune to like death things, to where viruses are going to adapt and to where they just become explosive, and to where if you get them and after like a common cold, like a cold can turn into like a sinus infection or something of that nature, right? Like a cold can get worse to where you're like hospitalized, right?
Gotcha.
Okay. So instead of you getting hospitalized, it just explodes in you.
Why?
Because it's got to figure out, like, it's got to survive and figure out what to do. Which body? I don't know. It made so much sense when I wrote this point. It did.
It's more confusing. I'm like, I thought you meant that someone is weaponizing these things.
Yeah, like that.
That makes sense. But a common cold, it's your body just fights the infection like normal. Like you're a super soldier, but I don't know how that connects to you internally. I assume that means something with oxygenation in your blood and stuff like that. You heal faster, whatnot. But that means you'd be able to kill viruses faster. But yes, the viruses get stronger, but that just means your common cold would be like normal. It would be just attacking you the same way.
I guess.
That's what I thought. But if you're weaponizing it, I can understand.
Weaponizing it makes more sense.
Yeah, but also that also kind of doesn't make sense because I'm like, people could still just use guns and shoot these people. They're not bulletproof.
I mean,
I don't think so.
no.
They're not.
Captain America's not bulletproof. He just was.
Strong.
Yeah.
He's steroids.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
What's your last point?
My last point. Robot baby caretakers. Okay, so I'm gonna make this quick because we're near the ending of our time. So here's robot baby caretakers. Okay, here it is. You ready?
Is it because you don't want to accidentally squeeze your child?
Exactly. Look at you. Look at you. See, you know. You are a super genetically strong person. Okay, you don't want to hug that baby too bad or burp them too hard. Yeah, like so they had to get robots to be like, okay, stay away, parents. We're gonna take care of the baby till the baby gets strong enough to take your love. Okay.
So till 2.
I don't know how their genetically stuff works.
We're gonna say till 2 because kids bounce back.
That's not the same as being strong. My kid got hurt, but he bounced back. Versus, I punched my kid, and
why'd you punch him?
he's gonna be okay.
My thing is like, why are you punching your kids? You should know. And just, like, instead of like patting them with your full hand, you pat them with your finger and be like,
did,
there you
and
go,
I was still too strong. Okay, they broke some ribs. Okay,
So then you take a pencil and you poke them with the pencil.
I snapped the pencil, shoved into their body.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go with teens, maybe early.
Bro, that's terrible.
Middle schoolers, well, they don't need to take care of themselves by then. I'm just saying that they can't take all of your love.
So they
when
have
you're
a nanny?
baby, when you're a baby, you have a robot taking care of you, right? Changing your diapers and whatnot and feeding you and stuff.
But do you get to hold your child?
No. Unless you're going to do it with one hand, palm open. No gripping, okay? Palm open.
It's like, oh, my baby.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, two
Just
palms
two
open.
palms, like, 'cause
Yep.
you got to support the head and the body.
Gotta
So look at my
support the
baby.
head
As you
and-
start closing, don't you close the fingers.
Yeah, exactly. Don't you close the fingers, okay? You just support the baby's body, okay? Then, after they become like a middle schooler, then you can like give them little like high fives. Little finger high fives,
It's
okay?
like, hey, high five.
Yeah,
But I
like-
want your whole hand. No. You get mommy's finger.
You get mommy's finger.
Boop,
Bam.
high five.
Yeah, and they're like, I have a hurt wrist. See why I didn't snipe your whole hand? So then when they become teenagers, that's when all the love can come. You can hug them, you can do all that stuff, because then their bodies will be fully formed to bring in all your love, okay?
What if these genetically modified super soldiers, what if they're super soldiers within like their legs? Like what if they only like focused on their legs and like the rest of their body?
This isn't bodybuilding.
So it's not selective. It's like total. Okay, cool.
My gosh. Anyway, those are our points. So moving on to the next segment of the show, Marcy, whether people go see this movie or not, what movie do you suggest they go see in their free time?
My movie suggestion is Captain America, the First Avenger. It's 1941 and the world is in the throes of war. Steve Rogers wants to do his part and joins America's armed forces, but the military rejects him because of his small stature. Finally, Steve gets his chance when he is accepted into an experimental program that turns him into a super soldier called Captain America. Joining forces with Bucky Barnes and Peggy Carter, Captain America leads the fight against the Nazi-backed Hydra organization. This movie, if you don't already know, stars Chris Evans, Sebastian Stan.
What was that? Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian
Come here,
Stan.
Sebastian.
Sebastian Stan, come here right now. Anyway, Chris Evans, Sebastian Stan, and Haley Atwell. It's a good movie. Go see it. I mean, I think it's on Netflix. I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix. If it's not on Netflix, go find it.
Probably
It's
taken
a
off.
great movie. So what's your movie suggestion?
My movie suggestion is A Beautiful Mind, a human drama inspired by events in the life of John Forbes Nash Jr., and in part based on the biography A Beautiful Mind by Sylvia Nassar. From the heights of notoriety to the depths of depravity, John Forbes Nash Jr. experienced it all. A mathematical genius, he made an astonishing discovery early in his career and stood on the brink of international acclaim. But the handsome and arrogant Nash soon found himself in a painful and harrowing journey of self-discovery. That's not a good description at all. He's a smart guy, he's a professor, and all of a sudden his mind starts creating images of people and things he thinks are real, but it's not real. His mind created the whole thing. I forgot what that's called, but that's what it is.
Illusions?
No, I meant
Hallucination?
the condition. I'm sure there's an actual Anyway, that's my suggestion. Go check it out. It stars Russell Crowe, Jennifer Connelly, and Ed Harris. So, moving on with the show, let's wrap it up. Marcy, where can they find you online?
You can find me on Instagram at Marcy_11.9. You can also find me on Twitter at Marcy_119. Where can we find you, David?
You can find me on Instagram at David_Poems. You can find me on Twitter at a Clark Kent type. Shout out to the mustache. You can find the show at Real and Real Pod on everything. Go follow us, go like us, go share us. Thank you as always to our patrons. You are the best. We appreciate you. We thank you for your support. You keep the show running. Pretty much you are the reason we are here. And shout out to Bianca for our intro, and go check her out on the Juma brand on Instagram. Go give her some love. And thank you to our listeners. We appreciate you for listening and using your ear holes to absorb our mouth holes and
That's our mouth sounds, not mouth holes.
our mouth holes.
Our our mouth sounds.
Our mouth sounds. And thank you for continuing to share the show. Please continue to share the show, guys. Please share the show. Share the show. We can do more things. We want to do bigger things. We want to get bigger guests. We want to go on tour. We want to do all these things.
We want merch.
For
you guys to have.
All this requires you guys' help. That was horrible grammar, but please go with it. And we hope you have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.